if we prioritize this project, which of the other projects that are very important should we deprioritize? So this politely reminds the boss or the client that you don't have 15 pairs of hands, and they probably want you to do more and more and more work when there's maybe only one of you or a small team. They're just pushing for more. So this politely frames it in a way that you get them to realize the truth and the reality. All right, you can't do everything. So gently offers it back to them in a polite way. I see the value in this approach. My only concern is from the perspective of resources. So you're being very polite. Again, you're validating the other person. But in reality, the money or the time is not going to allow this to happen. Again, a gentle, polite reminder. I'd like to revisit the data to ensure this is absolutely correct. Normally, this is often somebody micromanaging you. Maybe they think your numbers are wrong. Maybe your numbers are correct, but they just want you to check and check and check again. And maybe they don't have faith in you. Okay. Let's realign this draft with our core project parameters. Again, that's just corporate speak for saying, you've completely missed the mark here. Sometimes people will do what they think is right and what they think is best, but it might be away from what was originally asked. So keeping to the core parameters of what has been asked. Right, okay. There are areas here where we can sharpen the focus. So again, it's literally being very polite to say we need to put in some more work. It's a bit messy, it's a bit vague, it's a bit rubbish, but that's the polite way. All right, just adding a bit more focus. Very corporate, very British and polite. Finally, we have, this is a great baseline, but it needs a bit more depth before it's client ready. Again, positively encouraging, being happy, being productive in the way that you are delivering and acknowledging the other person. But it needs a lot more work. So you are careful not to make them feel deflated or that their work is not up to the level. It's subpar, it's not up to the level. So these are just some of the polite corporate ways you can use euphemisms and use a way of beating about the bush to encourage either the boss or client or to respectfully push back a bit against your employer. All right, so if you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments. That's it for now.